Hi everyone, welcome to ITPK. In today's video, we will learn how we can create and assign filters in Microsoft Intune. The filters are used in assigning apps, profiles, or policy in Microsoft Intune. When we create a policy in Microsoft Intune, we can use filter to assign policy based on the rules we have created. A filter allows us to narrow the assignment scope of the policy. For example, we can use filters to target the devices with a specific OS version or with a specific manufacturer. We can also use filter to differentiate between personal and company devices. For example, we can use filter to target only company devices, or we can use filter to target only personal devices in the policy or profile we have created. The feature adds greater flexibility of assigning policy and app to a group of devices or to the group of users. We can use Intune filter to target policies, configuration, and application. Before a policy is applied to a device, the filter dynamically evaluates the applicability. Let me explain you for more better understanding about the process we are doing today. In today's example, we will create a filter for Windows devices and then we will assign a policy or app to the group. While we are in the assignment, we will add the filter exclude or include mode. So in simple, we will use a filter that will target only corporate devices and exclude personal devices. So to log in into Intune, you use the URL intune.microsoft.com and you must be a global or Intune service administrator to perform these tasks related to filters. So I have already created a group in Intune named test one client and I've added the required devices into that group. This test group will have few devices in test one client were added as a member, right? So we will use filter to differentiate these devices as corporate or personal. So let's go to the first step and create filter that will target all corporate devices and exclude personal devices from our policy that we will apply. To create the filter, let's go to tenant administration and in the next option we have to choose filter here, right? Once we are in the filters, we can go ahead and create a filters. We can also create a filter in devices and app. To create a filter, just click create. So now let's go ahead and select manage devices filter that will differentiate between the corporate and company devices while we will assign the configuration profile. So let's name the filter all Windows devices except personal. So I will name the same and let's say I will assign configuration profile, right? That will differentiate of that configuration profile between personal and company devices. I will show you that, right? No worries. Let's go ahead and select Windows 10 and later. Click next. Now we are at the rules portion. We can find a list of supported rules and associated properties here. We will use the device ownership property with the value of personal. All these drop-down will make the filter remarkably very easy. So let's go ahead in the property section and we want to target here device ownership that will not be equal to personal, right? Because we don't want policies to be applied to personal devices or that are in personal ownership, right? And once we selected this option, we have seen that it's created device ownership rule syntax here. So this syntax is automatically added. So let's see in the preview section, we should see here the device with the corporate ownership, not personal, and we have only one device here with the corporate ownership. This device isn't personal. So this filter will be going to apply to corporate device here, right? All other personal devices will be excluded automatically. So let's close this and click next. Here you can review all of your setting and you are fine with all of your setting, and then you can go ahead and hit create button. So this filter is created now. Once the filter is created, then it's ready to assign it to apps configuration profile or any other policy. So for your understanding, I have already created a configuration profile, and I will show you the steps how we can assign this filter to a configuration profile I've created. So the configuration profile I've created is restricting MMC snaps in, right? So I wanna restrict for user group policy management so that user will not be able to edit or open group policy management onto their computers. Right, I have opened this group policy editor here just for your explanation. So the second thing I have restricted is disk management so that on the corporate devices, user could not change anything or update or delete anything related to disk or partitions. So user will not be able to open this disk management and local group policy onto corporate devices. While this policy will be filtered between corporate and personal devices, so this will not affect the personal owned devices. This will only affect the corporate devices. They will not be able to open either disk management or a local group policy. So in the group section of my this policy, I wanna assign the group here. I've created uh, here we have already a group mobile device user, but don't worry about this. I wanna assign here test win client group. I have created specifically for this settings and for your explanation, and this group have four devices here. Okay, I'm fine. It's safe. I've assigned my required group to this configuration profile, and now we will see the filter mode. So this is how you can edit the assignments or any thing related to policy. Here we have the option of editing filter. So let's go to our test win client group, and we want that include filter devices in assignment. So we want to include only corporate devices in the assignment, and we want to exclude personal devices from the policy that is restricting snaps in MMC. So that's fine. We have selected the filter, only one filter we have, and that comes up here. We can also remove it from here, and if we have more than one filter, we will be able to see those all filter here. So let's select this, right, and scroll a little down. You can also exclude the groups here. I am not doing anything with this option. You can review and save this setting at the end. Hit save. Now profile is saved. So what happened? Let me explain you again that we have applied. this filter to a group test when clients that have the policy restrict MMC snaps in that will restrict users from opening disk management on their computer or changing anything in disk management or a group policy on their corporate devices. While we have used filter to exclude personal devices from this policy. So this policy will not be going to affect personal own devices. So I think this is perfect feature of Intune to use. Now we don't need to worry about the mixing up of devices. So when the devices are get synced or checked in into Microsoft Intune, the properties defined in the filter are evaluated and determine if the policy should be applied or not. So if you want to see the status, you can go to devices here, right? Let's go to Windows and let's go to the corporate device here. And here we will have the option of filter evaluation, right? So our filter evaluation didn't propagate it across this device yet, and this device didn't get synced or restarted yet. Once the filter evaluation or configuration profile will get synced, you will see that configuration profile in the filter evaluation of this device. Let me show you, which profile you will see so that you can understand it more better. So in the configuration profile, we have added this filter to restrict MMC snap-ins, right? So this configuration profile will appear in the corporate device of filter evaluation section here once this device gets synced. So I think you will understand and you find it simple and easy. Same as you will be able to see this filter evaluation for personal devices like as I am showing you the filter evaluation for the corporate device. So you can go to same place and you can go to personal device as well to see the filter evaluation option here. So once you will go to filter evaluation option, you will find out that the policy is not applied to personal device, right? Once you will open from here and the policy will be applied to corporate device. Keep in mind that filter evaluation could take a few minutes to get propagated result in the filter evaluation option for personal as well as corporate devices. So once filter evaluation shows you the result, you can open personal as well as the corporate devices to check if the policies are getting applied according to your filter requirement or not. So I hope you understand today's video and you will also find this helpful to apply filters or to use filters to make our work more quicker and efficient in Microsoft Intune. We always have the problem of differentiating personal or corporate devices in Microsoft Intune. So this filter feature will help us a lot. Thanks for watching, keep supporting, keep commenting, and don't forget to subscribe. Take care. Bye.